And we're live.
We are live. I got to check right now. We are on, let's get to the YouTube page. And then if I can see my awesome face, then we know if we are live. Yeah. Ah, hello. So, welcome to Reality Hour, another live edition, a more casual episode. We are 59 minutes out from the newest episode of American Idol. It's going to be a clip show. The only real exciting thing here, I think, is that we're going to find out the result between Grace and Lauren.
It's kind of sad that you already forgot her name.
I'll be honest. When I used to watch Idol, like Die Hard, and I would like live and breathe the show when I was kind of in my high school age, I remembered everyone's name from like the top 40 on. Like I knew everyone's name pat.
And then
This year,
meanwhile, this now we can't even remember the guy who came in fourth place last season.
that was hilarious last year.
That was amazing.
I mean, just truly, truly perfect. But so yeah, what we're going to be doing now, casual Q&A. If anyone shows up in the chat, they'll hopefully offer us questions. Otherwise, Eric and I had we discussed that maybe we'll talk a little bit about some song suggestions, because next week we are going to be starting the live episodes. Well, no, they are live, right? Are they? Do we
At
know
the
what's?
very least, the results at the end will be live.
It's going to be so awkward. I imagine it's like going to be like watching a school play, like with where you're just like, there's no special effects. It's just, it is what it is. You know?
Yeah. But actually, what I do want to talk about now, one of the things I want to talk about before we get to that, is America's Got Talent's taping now from home, which honestly, because the limitations in their ability to edit home footage, this might by default be my favorite episodes of America's Got Talent in a long time.
It is going to be a really disjointed season. I mean, some of the episodes were filmed like regular, then they did some with no audience, and now it's going to be this. There's going to be like stages. We'll get to track the trajectory of the
Well,
coronavirus
when
through
they
the
film from home, that
episodes.
means there's no pointless slow mo. There's no judges talking over things.
Yeah, we're not going to get that on Idol either.
By default, it's honestly good. I mean, how can we do a golden buzzer from home?
It was a dangerous question. Maybe they're gonna have to like make do with what they have at home. So Simon Cowell's gonna have like one of those that was easy buttons, like from Staples. So that's his golden buzzer, and instead of confetti, they get that was easy, and that's all they get. Eric, are you gonna be watching the clip show tonight?
Nope.
Nope.
I will look it up the result tomorrow morning and see that Grace made it through, and that'll be it.
Yeah,
If
we
made it through, I will laugh at you because then I will already be ahead by one on the draft.
I think it was a good pick to go with.
Grace. It was a good pick, but I will still laugh at you.
We have Gil in the chat saying, "Hope everyone's well."
Same here.
Same here. If you have any questions, hit us up. Let us know. Right now, I guess we were gonna do some casual song suggestions. I mean, I have my iPod playlist. I guess is it still? They're not iPods. It's just music on my phone. So I guess
an iPhone is just a music app.
Yeah. So I'll defer to you first, Eric. Any songs you're hoping some of the contestants will sing?
Honestly, I have nothing that I'm hoping they'll sing. I just have things I hope they don't sing. That's more like it.
We've done that before. We did a whole podcast on that.
But honestly, I don't really have any suggestions for most of them. And for some of them, I don't think it matters what they sing.
I don't know. I'd like to see another "You Are the Reason" by Callum Scott. That was a good song. It's funny. Today, I actually bought the. So I love the movie Shrek 2, but I'm gonna really
pause for a second. You still buy music?
I do buy music.
You don't pay for Apple Music or anything like that?
Nope.
Wow.
Yes. Very, very lame. So I wanted In the climax of Shrek 2, they play the evil fairy godmother
Holding
sings
out for a hero.
I holding out for a hero, and I love it. And on the iTunes, you can only buy it if you buy the entire album. So
So
I
you
actually
bought the entire Shrek 2
I bought the
soundtrack?
entire
Oh my
Shrek
god.
2 soundtrack.
You have
for
no
that one
idea how
song.
many times we used to listen to that album in the car when I was young.
I only listened to that and like Funky Town because I didn't have that song, and it's like, I mean, they also had changes. I will say my music taste. Like, if you were to go through my, it's all over the place.
Mhm.
There's postmodern jukebox. There's 8-bit versions of songs. There's weird YouTube things that I heard like once that I never listened to again that I liked. Outplayed Panda in the chat says hi. You new? Are you new? I don't remember. Have we seen Outplayed Panda before? Sounds like a Big Brother kind of channel. No,
I don't know. I don't watch Big Brother. Sorry.
you're missing out, Eric. Well,
I don't think
I
I
would
am.
say more. I would say Survivor is better. I mean, Big Brother's kind of struggled a little bit recently. There hasn't really been
I
a really
don't feel like
great
I've heard
season.
those shows. I feel like there's no point to them.
Why? They are so much fun. It is my dream to be on one of those shows. Like, are you with The Masked Singer? No. The Masked Singer, I will casually watch like highlights on YouTube if there's like a reveal or something, but otherwise, not really. I don't usually watch the show. It doesn't hold my interest. I don't know.
I watched it for Daughtry, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, casual. Like I said, if
I
there's
mean,
someone
hearing Sarah Palin sing about big butts was something that I never needed to see and never will forget, unfortunately, no matter how hard I try. So,
Outplayed Panda says, "I hope no lag when they sing." Yeah, that'll be awkward. Like,
yeah, that's why I'm thinking we're gonna tape the performances ahead of time and then just do results live. That would make the most sense from a technical perspective.
Yeah, it's just such unclear waters that we're wading into that I'm both afraid and excited a little bit. I mean, it's going to be different.
America's Got Talent. This 4 episodes of Iowa are gonna suck, but the good news is America's Got Talent auditions will be a lot less fake this time because they can't really make it fake when there's no stage, no audience, etc. So
I just found on my music app, I have the "Someone to You" by Banner song from the first season of American Idol. This is a trip. I haven't like gone through actually and just looked at what I have here. Like some of it. There's "Show Me Some Mercy" by Noah Guthrie.
love that song.
Love
Noah.
Lawrence and the Machine.
By the way, plug. Noah just released the live version of Whipping Post as a studio recording finally during the quarantine, and you have to listen to it. It was amazing. It was my favorite song he did when I saw him in concert last year, and now I have a studio version of a good version.
I have River Deep by Gabby Barrett.
Go Ella Henderson. I wish I had.
It actually isn't an awful song. Like it was.
I actually love the song, and I wish I had someone I liked singing it.
Who would
I like
this season? What I want.
The writer who sang the writer of the song, Ella Henderson. It was her song. She should sing.
Did she write it?
She wrote it. You can't tell. It sounds like an Ella Henderson song.
It was so long ago that season. I don't even remember who came. No, we had this discussion last week about where everyone placed.
It was last season that we forgot about Wade.
Nope. Wade was last year. I can't even remember most of these people.
I remember 2 years ago more than I remember last year.
I don't remember who the top 5 from AGT last season or the champions was. Truly. I know the I don't even remember what they were, the Indian dance troupe. But
the Unbeatable.
I know they won, but I don't know anyone else. I think there was the duo Transcend maybe was one of them.
Yeah.
But it's so funny. I'm telling you, when I was younger, I would remember everyone. Like it was the Voice season when they were someone just asked, Outplayed Panda, what are they going to do with The Voice? I guess same thing with Idol doing.
Yes.
Who's airing first?
Idol first. But The Voice
Is there like
the same thing? They already said.
I think they're going to look at the Idol situation and kind of take cues from there. Maybe.
No, they already said what they're going to do. They're just going to do the exact same thing Idol's doing. So.
I have Manic Monday.
I have Billy Joe Armstrong's version of that song that he released.
Did you catch the performance last night? The whole big thing?
No.
Lady Gaga? No interest.
I didn't watch it. I'll catch up on it eventually.
I don't know, man. I saw Billy Joe Armstrong sing "Wake Me Up When September Ends." Which, I felt that. What?
That's what he's saying?
Yeah, he's saying that, which
now I need to watch it.
Appropriate. Let's see. What else? Oh, I have La La Land by Jax.
Okay.
Some of these. Anyway, that all aside.
So, do you think we're still going to do Disney theme songs?
I feel like it goes
an entire week of live shows on a theme. We only have 4 weeks.
I don't think so. I think they're just gonna.
I hope they don't. I hope they ditch the themes. I know they won't, but they need to. If the contestants only have 4 weeks to shine, at least let them have no themes so they can pick whatever songs they want and they can show themselves in the best way they can.
Yes, Outplayed Panda in the chat says Katie Turner. I love that Katie kind of embraces that song. Like she has had some pretty funny tweets about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyway, for themes, I don't think there's going to be themes, but I don't think there's going to be any up-tempo songs, if that makes any sense, because it's going to be. I think the up-tempo song's really going to be dialed back with this whole strategy thing because first of all, it's going to be awkward. Like, it's going to be like.
I have a feeling a couple contestants will try something a little bit more up-tempo. Maybe.
It's just going to come across awkward, like without the whole stage.
Yeah. We'll see.
I mean, it's really just a shitty hand that's kind of been dealt with the whole virus, and they're just trying to make it.
Last season, when we had the lack of good contestants, why did that have to be the season with all the good people?
You know, I shared that sentiment until Genevieve went home. I
still feel that way.
I mean, I still kind
of... honestly, why couldn't it have been America's Got Talent, the champions this year? That show, I wouldn't have cared if that show got screwed over.
Oh God, I was actually reading there were some spoilers that were coming out from people who actually were able to still go to the America's Got Talent taping, and from what I heard, it was pretty much the same old.
Well, it doesn't matter because, I mean, who knows what's going to happen with that.
Gil says, we'll see who has YouTube charisma and who needs the stage to shine. That's the thing. I feel like this new system will cater to certain performers who don't require the stage. Like, I think a contestant who's going to get a major uptick from this is Dylan. Contestants who I think are going to take a shot from it. Anyone who kind of plays to the audience. I think Michaela, honestly. We were kind of. That's the thing.
I think Michaela might be better off.
I think Joven takes a hit here. I think.
Maybe. The only one I care about particularly is Lauren Spencer Smith, and she's going to be cut the first week, and I'll be disappointed.
No, she's not. She's not going to be cut.
I hope you're right.
Outplay Panda. What will Bobby Bones do? Asking the real questions.
Bobby Bones gave one of my friends on Twitter some money. So,
are we changing our tune about Bobby Bones, Eric?
As a person, yes. As a mentor, no.
Bobby Bones, as a mentor, will be returning to Valhalla, where he will slumber for the next 10 years until the next season of American Idol. I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know. I want to see where we're going to go here, but it's a shame that we kind of lost these 2 weeks, and now the show is going to be especially expedited when we were kind of hoping that it was going to actually be a bit slower. We were going to have some more time with them.
Originally, we were going to get more live shows this year.
Was it going to be 7? Was it originally 7?
It was going to be, or at least one more. It was going to be one more live show this year than last year.
So it was going to be 8.
I think it would have been 7, but I don't know. Whatever it was.
How many did we get last year?
We got 6 last year.
So when you say live shows, does that count the episodes with the celebrity guests?
I'm not counting that last year.
Oh, so it was top 12, or what was it? How many did we have last? Top 14. So I guess it went top 14, 10, 7, 5, 3.
I don't know. Whatever it was, last year they had double the number of shows they were having this year.
Outplayed Panda. Will they use green screen? No, probably not. I mean, it's.
My question is, like, do they? I'm assuming they're going to give each contestant a track to use for a song. That's my guess.
Yeah, but you can't do it live then, because what if they make what if there's like a casual technical issue, or
For not
I think you gotta pre-tape it.
Unbelievably stupid of them to do it live.
Yeah.
And that's why they're gonna do it live.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. You know who said that? Who was that? That was Bill O'Reilly, right? No, was it? Who's? Yeah, I think it was Bill O'Reilly.
It was, but I don't want to talk about him.
Yeah, we don't talk about him. What else? Any big news kind of coming out of the contestants this past week? Any exciting news in the community, in the idols sphere?
Not really.
One thing that is a little bit separate. I saw MJ posted a tweet this past week that she's thinking of starting a podcast. And I say, go for it. I would totally watch that. MJ is the go-to icon of American Idol, the wealth of information. I feel like as much information as someone like me or Eric might have, I feel like she is like she's like the Gandalf of American Idol fans, if that makes any sense. Like, she just knows it all. And I would love to hear some more of her insights on the show, because she's been here more than I just for myself I can say, but I feel like her takes would be super interesting.
Agreed.
And yeah, what's Gil says in the chat, it's going to be a train wreck, but it'll be mesmerizing. Yep. And also they are promoting Lane Hardy on their Instagram. Poor Lane Hardy.
A little bit late, but doesn't matter.
Yeah. The thing is, where do we go from here? Like, is there going to be another season of Idol? Like, what do you think happens here? You do think there will be?
I do now. Now that I'm hearing what people, ABC executives are saying about the show, it sounds like it's a done deal. It's coming back next year. Which thank God for that, because if Idol ends forever with this season from everyone's homes, that would just be unfair.
So I started watching season 9. I think I was about my math is I was like 14 something. The weird thing is that coming up, I'm gonna almost age out of being able to audition for American Idol. I feel like I should do it just as to see what happened.
Nah, I'm not doing it.
No.
Yeah, the fact that you started with season 9 and you kept going after that is really kudos to you.
Well, for my opinion, the season was awesome. I mean, I was rooting for Lee DeWise. I started watching season top 11 week. My first
season. There was one.
My first.
Other than that, everyone was terrible.
No, I know exactly the first episode I watched live. It was when Paige Thomas sang "Against All Odds."
Again, the fact that you stuck with it after that, kudos to you.
I love that season. It was awesome. I remember I was rooting hardcore. I had my 3 favorites. It was Lee DeWise, it was Siobhan, and it was the one kid, Aaron, who went home 6th or 7th.
Anyway,
I remember.
I think Aaron Kelly got 5th. How the hell do I remember that? I don't know, but he got 5th.
Oh yeah, he just beat Siobhan, who came in.
I don't know what place she came
6th.
in.
She lost. She was doing a Shania Twain song. She was awesome. I don't know. People are so critical of that season. I loved it. Season 9, I just had the top.
Anyway,
Katie Stevens. I mean, there was Tim Urban. Even though they were, it was fun. It wasn't a great season. It was just, it wasn't the best vocalist. It was just strictly for as entertainment. It was great. Like vocal ability, fine. It wasn't great.
Hard to agree. And Gail, they're doing auditions online already. Yes, that was X Factor 2 years ago, so that doesn't mean anything, sadly.
I'll play Panda. Watch season 2. I remember watching the second season. The only tidbit I took from season 2 was that Clay Aiken was the first wild card to make it all the way to the finale, and the next person after that was Gina Irene, and that's all I like. That's the extent of the knowledge I have from that season. But season 9 was great. I don't know.
It was the first time where the runner-up knew that he lost before it happened.
How did he know he lost before it happened?
He saw the card that night.
Like looking down when Ryan Seacrest is opening it?
Apparently. So we knew like an hour before. So if you watch the winning moment, if you watch the winning moment for season 2, Clay is just staring at Ruben because he wants to see his reaction.
How did they have like the envelope just chilling backstage?
I have
like,
no idea, but
you would think there's like that one guy who's like in a suit who's like got it in a box and he's been through the generations. He's like the great grandson who has kept the secrets of the results, and they are going to hand it over. And it was always this company Telescope that did the counting of the votes, and there were clips of YouTube of every year. It was the same guy until only a couple of years ago, and he would say the exact same thing. Yep. He would walk on stage. He would hand them he would say, on behalf of Telescope, I can certify that the results have been verified and the winner is in this envelope. And there was a clip of just every year through the years. It was like 12 years of watching this dude. And they just leave it like lying around. Like, how does Clay Aiken even look at it and go, oh, these are the results of the show? Does it say it like on the front of the envelope?
I don't know. And Gil, I went back and watched Fantasia. I'm not a fan of Fantasia. I'm sorry.
I mean, I haven't watched her, so I have no say in it, but everyone loves Fantasia, I thought.
It's a little too churchy for me, but she's good, but, not my thing.
Who would you say is your favorite American Idol runner-up?
Runner-up, Adam Lambert. Too easy.
Gina Irene. Who's your favorite third placer? That's a harder one. It's easy.
Because usually the people that don't get third, they usually get fourth. But I'll say Melinda.
I'm gonna say Jax.
Balls. Fourth place is a difficult one. I think my favorite's Allison.
No, that's Holly Kavanaugh. Like, no question, right? Yeah.
And then favorite winner for me.
Let's keep going. No, let's keep going. Sixth place, sir.
Haley
Reinhart.
Damn it. Haley Reinhart was third. Yeah, Haley Reinhart.
So is Angie Miller. Angie Miller. Outplayed Panda. His favorite American Idol, David Cook and Blake Lewis.
David Cook.
I love Blake.
Correct.
Blake Lewis's performance of "You Give Love a Bad Name" still fantastic. Really cool. And we never see that nowadays. Like, contestants, they play it too safe. It's too by the book. I like contestants that kind of like from 2 years. Was it 2 years? Was Uche? No, Uche was last year. Like those kind of contestants that kind of they're gonna try to give you something different. I always admire those kind of contestants. I feel like we haven't had any like that actually made it far. Like Adam Lambert was kind of one of them. Granted, I didn't watch the season, but I've seen some of his performances, and at least it was different. At least it was, Eric,
I mean, Adam was more than just different. Adam was better.
I don't know. Well, I didn't watch it, but yes, Haley was in third place. Grace just said. Grace is in our chat. How you doing, Grace? Gil says most deserving Idol winner, Maddie Poppy and Crystal Bowersox. Eric. I'm going to hand this to Eric because he is going to have words for that.
Only for Maddie. I'm not going to slam Crystal.
Wait, but are we talking most deserving winner? But Crystal didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grace. What the hell? Where were you? She's just showing up now. I thought we were chill. Like I thought this. We you know what? Yeah, Maddie Poppy, my personal favorite winner of American Idol. Eric will shake his head all day. He will not change my mind. I loved Maddie. I loved Nick, Lee.
By far, the best winner is the two are the best: Kelly Clarkson and David Cook.
I didn't watch those seasons.
We'll go back and watch them, and you'll tell me I'm right.
we got to do like a retrospective episode of Reality Hour because moving forward, I don't know what's going to happen with America's Got Talent or if they're even still going to be. I know they're filming episodes. I don't know if they're actually going to like be live or whatever's going to happen there. We got to find some topics for podcasts. So if you're in the chat now, let us know. Is there any topics you'd like us to cover in an episode?
I would watch season 7 again and talk about it with you.
To watch the whole thing? That's a long commitment. I would start like maybe the live episodes, and maybe we would do. Wait, but you watched that season already?
I don't care. I'll talk about it all the time.
All right. Grace says season 7 was my favorite season, but I was a David Archuleta girl. It's funny. I actually saw recently a YouTube video of a react video of people like girls reacting to David Archuleta losing.
They played that on the premiere of season 8. That video.
It was amazing.
It was.
Gil says, actually, sorry guys, I meant Candace Glover over Crystal, I'm assuming here. I actually like this next question. Outplayed Panda, you need to make All-Star American Idol. Yeah, how would we cat? Eric says that doesn't work. My parameters would be, I think we went over this before, only top 5 contestants, but neither the winner or runner-up.
Maybe. I mean, honestly, I feel like All-Star seasons just never work for me. I never enjoy them.
That's just because we've been burned by America's Got Talent. Simon Cowell has ruined it.
America's Got Talent was actually the only one I actually thought I might like, and even that I hated. American Idol I would really hate.
America's Got Talent champions failed because there was no prize. It was rushed, and the show just had no soul. It was so... It's a soulless show. It's so empty, and it tries to pretend
talk
it is.
About my favorite thing Simon Cowell has said in the past several months, which is 100% not real. But what was it? It was I'm scrolling for my Twitter feed to look for it. It was Simon said, "I hope over the next 5 years we will have at least 3 more Champion series." And then my favorite line ever was the second series of Champions in America. My God, that talent was breathtaking.
Gil says in the chat, didn't they do Idols from the World?
Yeah, they did World Idol once, and only once because it was a bad idea. They never did it.
I would not like that because that is American Idol, the champions. And I'm scarred. They have Simon Cowell has burned me from that idea. I don't think I'd be okay with it.
Came in second. That's all you need to know about World Idol.
I have a question for the chat. Are you going to be watching the second clip show of American Idol in 30 minutes? And if so, who do you want to be making it to the top 20 between Grace and Eric? Help me.
No. Keep digging.
Lauren, who would you want between Grace and Lauren? So that 2 questions. Are you going to be watching the clip show, and who do you want to make it through? Outplayed Panda already answers probably. Yeah, Gil says Grace. I'm going to say Grace just because she's on my draft, and I think she has a better chance of winning. Grace says probably not. I didn't watch last week. All I care about is who gets that last spot, but I can find that on Twitter. Yeah,
I liked last week only because I got the other half of Lauren's performance without her talking over it.
All right, next question. people who watched the last week episode, because I didn't watch that at all. What new information did he get? Was it
Nothing.
good? Did you like it? Nothing, Eric?
Basically nothing.
How is it structured?
For like 3 new performances we hadn't seen before.
2 hours and only
3 new things. Yep.
That really stinks, man.
Yep. Anyway,
are we wrapping this up, Eric?
not yet. We can go for another 10 minutes or so.
All right. Outplayed Panda says, Lauren, but Grace will get it since most American Idol viewers like country.
Well, they're both country, so that's,
I think they both should have made it through. I think Genevieve should have made it through. But I don't see Lauren getting it. I feel like Grace is too much more established. Maybe
Grace was better.
Okay, I have an idea for a new podcast. Casting American Idol an all-star season, but only people who were robbed or who were shockingly cut. I'm talking like Pia's, James Durbin, like the big shocker. And Lauren is one of them. Like automatically.
No, she's not. Not even the same universe as them.
I was saying people who are robbed, maybe not shocked boots. Was the biggest best
I don't
answer.
think he was robbed, honestly.
I would say like Sam Wolf, because remember there was that whole shenanigans that they did top 5 week because they really wanted to save him.
Robbed.
What?
He wasn't robbed.
No,
he outstayed his welcome by like 5 weeks.
That was a good season. That was a really good season.
Everyone universally hates.
That's a season to do a rewatch of. Like that had, aside for the winner, it was really good. What was that, season 13?
No, we're not watching season 13 again. We're watching season 7, season 8.
Wait, what's wrong with season 13? That was a good cast. You had Alex Preston, you had Gina, you had Jessica Muse, you had Majesty Rose.
Watch season 8 and then tell me season 13 was a good cast.
Season 13, there was that bullshittery that happened with where they took. I can't even talk. They had like a top 30 and they cut it right down to a top 20. Like what was it? It was. Do you remember that they did like before they even performed? Like 5 people or 5 got.
Rush Week.
Yeah, that was awful. They had that contestant from
season was
on. They had that contestant from X Factor who cried in front of Demi Lovato, who I totally. Jillian Jensen. We lost Brandy Neely, who I loved that season. There was that girl, Wolf. If someone in the chat can tell me what this girl's name was, her last name was Wolf. She was cut in the top 5. Let's see if I can remember who the other people were. There was. Oh, who else was there? It was Brandy. It was. I used to be able to remember this stuff, Eric.
Season 8, and then we can talk about season 13 if you still want to.
Austin Wolf. Yes. Grace.
How the hell did you know that? Did you Google it?
What?
Grace, did you Google that? Because I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, Grace totally cheated. I'm positive. Gil says, though, the last week's episode was all about just Sam overcoming her issues. She had a nice iPhone and her big tattoos. I'm not drinking the Just Sam Kool-Aid, if that makes sense. Like the hype is a little bit too much for me, but we get that every year. Remember, speaking of season 13, there was that contestant. I am going to, all right, in the chat, if you could tell me her name, because I don't remember her name, I will be really impressed. She was like a Miley Cyrus girl. She made it. She sang Roar, top 20. She was, you know what I'm talking about.
Her.
That's who Just Sam reminds me of, where they are. I think we had this same conversation with this girl. What was her name? I think it started with an M. Mackenzie?
I don't remember.
Anyone in the chat, help us out.
Grace, you have to know this one. When we kind of compared to Miley Cyrus and how she talks and looks and things.
She's saying, and she was really bad. But I think she tried out again in like a later season. I think she was like seen or something.
They gave her every advantage they could have possibly given her. They showed her audition twice, as I remember.
I'm looking at the chat. Grace, come on, we're counting. What was her name? But anyway, to my point, as we wait on the answer, we get these every year. Like the early favorites that the producers kind of shine a spotlight on, and Marielle Sellers. I almost thought her name was Maribel. Marielle. Yes, she's just name. Like Just Him. That was a train wreck of a season, but it was also really good. Remember when Caleb slammed the mic stand? That happened.
I remember a lot of good things Caleb did.
Caleb did not deserve to win that season. Gina Irene, I still believe
had deserved to win that season.
A legendary idol run. Like
both of them deserved to win. I didn't care who won. I've seen them both live, and they're both good.
That was peak my investment in that show. I also remember that was the season where they would do like results. They would show like the results as they were coming in, which usually meant nothing. And they also had Randy Jackson like weirdly like just chilling there.
Mentor.
And he would give like awful advice, and it was just really bad. They did the
Caleb. Yeah.
That was also the season when Harry Connick Jr. was super like critical of this one song. I think it was Grace Potter and the Nocturnals, and one contestant sang it during that first live show. What was her name? Oh, she came in 11th place.
Who?
This girl. She sang the Grace Potter and the Nocturnal song, and she went home right. MK Noblette went home right after her. What?
Was it Emily Pierce?
Emily Pierce.
Was it actually that? Was I right?
Yeah, that was right. And didn't Harry Connick Jr. like gave her like?
I remember
her. Caleb also said the R word in an interview and pwned me on Twitter, so I hate him. What? Grace, did you start something with Caleb? And if so, we need the details of this story.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
With Caleb, that I always go back to that clip of season 11 when he was performing he got cut top 24 week, no, pre-top 24 week, and I think he forgot his words or something during the Green Miles, and he's like awkwardly standing there, like the judges, they painted it as like a really awkward moment, and he like casually asked for water. That dude won the next season.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a season to do a rewatch of because
no, it's not.
It also had Serena Joy Crow cut. Like there was some great names.
Season 8. We can't watch anything until you watch season 8.
What do I know about season 8? I know Danny Goki screamed. Allison Hirohito went home 4th. There was something with Happy Feet, and that's about the extent that I know. Oh, and Adam Lambert doing Mad World, which, by the way, I've been learning on piano for the past week, and I'm
good for you. Go back and watch season 8. That's going to now.
Eric is not going to give this up. Every podcast is just going to be, did you watch season 8 yet? Watching an American Idol season is not like watching a regular TV show. Like it's a big commitment, and it's.
Then just watch Adam and Chris and Allison. That's all you have to watch. Just watch them.
I saw Chris perform live.
Watch all 3 of them, all of our performances, and then we can be done.
All right, but otherwise, the show is going to be starting in 20 minutes. So I think, do you have any other kind of last minute things to say to our to the chat, to anyone? Any last minute kind of big points to hit on?
Other than stay safe, stay at home, and we'll see you next week for our recap of the first live show for American Idol.
Outplayed Panda just wrote, I feel like Francisco will be good at home. I read that wrong, and I feel like Francisco will be good at going home. Does Francisco make it to the first
Of
cut?
the top 20, who would you pay money to watch live? At this point, nobody. But the only two that I think that could change my mind on that would be Lauren Spencer Smith and Michaela.
For me, it would be Genevieve.
Well, she didn't make the top 20, so she doesn't count.
Johnny, Arthur, or Lauren. For me, here's something I will be a little bit honest with these shows. I more so watch it for the actual show. I don't really have as much investment kind of post the show. Like, I just watch it solely for the season, if that makes sense. Like, I like the show. I'm not so much there's a couple of contestants that are really invested in, like Katie and Maddie, but for the most part, I like I said, I mostly just watch American Idol for the show. Like, that's a bit of a casual there. Gil says Adam is hoping someone drops out and she gets in. Look, I don't want anyone to drop out. Like, if they made it that far, they deserve to have it. But if they do,
she still won't get picked.
She still won't get picked. It'll be they'll bring back Austin Wolf.
We'll bring back somebody.
All right. Well, guys, this was a fun live episode. Let us know in the chat what you thought. If you'd like more of these episodes, more what Reality Hour is going to be heading into some dark spaces moving forward. So let us know what you want from the podcast. We have
a month to figure it out.
Yes. So if you have suggestions, recommendations for a podcast, let us know. And I will say, I'm Adam Samuel. You know, if you're here for the live show, you know my shtick by now. But Eric,
just find it right below your face. So
yes, we need to have that like for every episode.
I put it at the beginning of each episode.
Anime podcast. Yeah, I'm actually a big anime fan. I just recently finished watching Death Note. I binge watched it in about 2-week period. On my bookshelf is the entire Full Metal Alchemist manga, Attack on Titan. Eric's not the biggest anime fan, I don't think so. We would need another podcaster to kind of talk about it. But yeah, otherwise, any final thoughts, Eric?
Bye, everybody.
All right, guys, have fun. Enjoy American Idol. Stay safe. Hugs, not drugs, except no hugs. So just no hugs and no drugs.
Oh,
bye, guys.
If there's ever time to do drugs, now's the time. Bye, everybody.
No, don't do drugs.
I'm kidding.